Hi, my name's Joel Ricks. Today I'm going to talk to you about how I made the decision in going back to school and changing my career later in life. I spent the last 8 years working in law enforcement. Every morning I'd wake up, I'd get all my gear on, I'd get ready for the day, I'd put my badge on. I don't currently have a badge because I'm not currently in law enforcement, but I'd get ready for the day. All the equipment that I had to carry was approximately 38 pounds, and I did this every day. When I was making the decision, I had some major life events that helped me come to the decision that it was time to go back to school. My wife got accepted into school in Nebraska, so we moved to Nebraska and spent the next 3 years in Nebraska. While in Nebraska, I was not working in law enforcement, so I did a couple of different jobs. I traded in all my stuff and worked jobs that I could find here and there as my wife was going to school. After the 3 years, I had the decision to make, because we moved back to Utah, on what I was going to do for a job. I could go back into law enforcement, go back and keep doing what I had been doing for the last 8 years. I enjoyed the work that I was doing, but I decided that it was time to make a change. You're never too old to go back to school. I looked into different career options. I had a family member that was in the physical therapy because they needed physical therapy on their knee, and I decided that that'd be a good career for me. I looked into different schools. I looked into physical therapy, occupational therapy, and physical therapy assistant, PTA. I decided after all the different things that I had looked at that going back to school as a PTA was the career path that I was going to choose. I decided to turn in all my equipment, my law enforcement, everything that I used there for school books to go back to school. It was going to be tight budget-wise for my family. We knew that going back to school would be hard since my wife was still in school. We had to talk to our kids and tell them that we were going to have a tight budget for the year. Some of the different comparisons that I had to make to choose if this is what I wanted to do was comparing law enforcement against physical therapy. I looked over both jobs and decided that there was nothing the same in either job. But I felt that in physical therapy would be a better fit for me. In law enforcement, I was called every name under the book. It's hard to feel appreciated when you're in that type of environment. Working as a PTA, I'll be able to have more pleasant experiences and work with my patients. Even if they're in pain, I feel like they're not going to have the hate and discontent that I had in law enforcement. Working in law enforcement, another thing is they have no attention to the weather. I spent many cold nights working in very miserable conditions. The only thing that I had was a coat to protect me. Working as a PTA, I'll be able to work inside in buildings that have heating and air conditioning. I was also able to look at the schedule that I had in law enforcement where I worked nights, weekends, and holidays. It'll be nice to spend some time with my family on holidays and have a normal work week schedule. Working in law enforcement is a very stressful career. Every decision that you've made, people analyze what you've done and what you haven't done. I want to help people, and I feel like working in PTA will give me the satisfaction that I need in working. I'll be better able to support my family. The pay in PTA is considerably higher than working in law enforcement. In closing, I just want to say you're never too old to go to school. I feel like if you want to make a change, then do it. You're the only one that can make you happy. And school is really intimidating for me to start, but I'm glad that I made this decision, and I'm looking forward to starting my career as a PTA. Thank you.